The line. Pink houses, yeah. We are doing that for a good reason. Boy, I'll tell you, selling real estate in Toronto can be easy. However, it can also be challenging to really get someone's attention. So take a look at this video right now, trying to sell a $10 million house in Toronto's North End.
And how do you make a pop? Have somebody star in your video with some super cool pink hair. And it's working because this thing's gone viral.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're showing it today. It's getting attention, and that's what you need to sell a house. It's a win-win.
Jessica Langer and ALB in Wonderland are here right now. Jessica is a PR professor and a consultant, and ALB is a YouTube star here from Toronto.
From Toronto, yeah.
You're rocking this violet, what would you call it? Violet?
Yeah, it's kind of like a indigo violet color.
Changing it up.
Yeah.
Keeping it fresh.
You have
and you're
to.
both keeping it fresh with that video.
Oh, thank you.
So Jessica, let's talk a little bit about this particular one. The challenge is, what were you going for in this? Like, I hear that eerie piano music.
So what we were really trying to do is there's the video piece and then there's the digital story piece, and we were kind of trying to on the one hand like create this dreamy Wonderland feel, this sort of dreamlike beauty, because this home is really unique, it's really beautiful in this really dreamlike, interesting way, and so we were trying to sort of bring that to the forefront. And at the same time we did this digital story, and it's meant to be a mystery. We were sort of thinking about the early internet and all of the sort of what they call copy pasta, like this sort of early internet, interesting sort of digital stories that have been told for the last 15 years online. And we decided to do something that was sort of like that, but that was also going to be really interesting and really beautiful and really engaging, because we thought this house was it's so much different. It's so much more interesting than your average Toronto home, and we really wanted to bring in the buyer that was interested in a home that had character, that had this dreamlike kind of beauty.
It does read like a film, like a movie trailer, right? With all the lighting and the hues, it's ethereal. So did it work? Because this was, what, a $10 million home?
Yes.
That's a very specific buyer.
It is a very specific buyer, and I think that buyer is still out there. So the home is still on the market. Yeah. So if you're interested in coming to see this home, please call Furniture and Langer and Nina Castle of PSR.
I just wanted to bring ALB into this as well. She's a YouTube star here from Toronto, and you know we're going to do something for you right now. You take a look in behind me, right here. We're just going to turn the lights. They're white. Oh, and turn the pink for you. There you go.
It's beautiful. I really appreciated this. As soon as I saw you, I was like, this is my girl.
Right?
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah,
if you're not familiar with her YouTube channel, here's a quick bite.
Wild to me that I've had pink hair for over 10 years. Like, if you'd asked me when I was 14, do you think you'll have this hair color that you're just doing on a whim for the next 10 years? I probably would have said yes, because I was a total brat.
Everything in your life is pink.
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty predictable about everything. It's like when you're trying to coordinate an outfit, I don't have to think about that, because everything's the same color pretty much.
But do you think this is what helped you stand out? Because there's so many people who want to be YouTube stars. So what was it for you? Was it the pink hair? Does it go beyond that?
I like to think that it's more than just the pink hair. I do a lot of different types of things. I like to have my finger in a lot of different pies. I do illustration on the side as well. But I talk about fashion and beauty and stuff, but I'm also talking about like social political issues, and I think it's a whole package put together.
A real representation of you rather than a niche market and zoning in on one thing.
I would get bored by that.
Yeah.
So Jessica, let's look in the crystal ball as far as advertising goes. Do you see this morphing into something else where we're really targeting advertising, really narrow casting as opposed to broadcasting?
Well, in this, I'm not sure about this project specifically, but I think what you've seen in the last sort of 5 years or so is branded content. Again, think about Carmilla, the web series Carmilla. It was produced by Kotex, but it doesn't, it didn't initially have those sort of product integrations. So I think what you're finding everywhere digitally, is you're finding content that is not explicitly branded. It's sort of, there's a more implicit branding. It's more subtle, or it's just absent. It's just produced by a company.
Yeah.
And I think that this is maybe a natural outgrowth of that. Instead of say using a branded web series to sell your product or to provide content that's interesting that will then help sell your product, I think you're going to find more of this advertising things like homes, things like restaurants, things that you wouldn't necessarily think you would use this kind of execution for. So for me, this was really exciting because we got permission from the homeowner, and the homeowner was very, very into this. And we wanted to do something that was really future forward. We wanted to do something that would sort of represent the forefront of real estate marketing. And it seems like that's what we did, and I'm so excited about it.
After showing this, I will say we already had somebody write in. One Kevin Franker says he will start the bid at $1,000.
I'm expecting a bidding war, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big bidding war.
Give your YouTube channel a plug.
It's ALB in Wonderland, youtube.com/ALB in Wonderland.
Awesome.
And we will tweet out the link so people can see these videos. And
Amazing.
perhaps the potential buyer is out there.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's
Blurring the
gorgeous house.
lines between advertising and programs. That's where it's all going.
We'll be back. You're watching Breakfast Television. Stay with us.